Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the screen. Two beauty queens gone at the hands of an angry black man. The warning signs, in this case, the warning signs were there. Here's the issue that I have. We got to get away from, I know a lot in the community, you hear about the black man gets a pass. Oh, we got to understand it. Black men, they have an issue. They got problems. Yeah, and sometimes they're bringing problems. You have some black men that, a few that I think that are positive. They're not bringing problems. They're more about creating safety for their families, a decent lifestyle. If you can't find that one, it's time to keep moving. Seriously. This guy here, I believe he attacked the daughter first. He even had, I believe, the ankle bracelet on. And interesting, he wanted to keep the relationship a secret. Gee, I wonder why. Probably because if it was a secret, no one would know about him and start digging into his past. Sometimes, and in some families, you do have men and women, some black men that are very protective. They want to check him out and see what he's about. So he probably knows that. And if they want to see what he's about, then maybe they may say, hey, we got to intervene. Maybe they would have warned her. But in this case here, there were some signs. And it is just so important, ladies, not just for you, but in this case here, for your children, for your lives. Do a check. Check them out. That background check is so important. And if you see an ankle bracelet, let's keep it moving, ladies. Keep it moving. You got a bracelet on. What's going on? When in doubt, look about. Keep on looking down the road. Kick the can down the road. This is horrible. So these two are gone at the hands of an angry black man. Check out the clip, fair use. Senseless. I get so tired of the excuses. I don't care you born into poverty or not. You know right from wrong. Think the excuses are it's in the community. This is what leads to it. Gets a pass. Now, black woman, oh, I bet she did something. No man with no sense gonna want her or want her. Oh, she got her bracelet on. I bet she a thief. You be a fool to be fooling around with that girl. But a black man, oh, it's probably circumstance. We don't know the full story. We know he's causing drama and a hell of a lot of trauma. Check out the clip, fair use.
Buren Township Police make an arrest in connection to the death of a mother and her teenage daughter at an apartment complex.
Yashonda Snipes and her 14-year-old daughter, DeCara Leatherberry, were found dead at the Belleville Point Apartments this weekend. Sean Lay's been talking with the family, also with police sources. Sean, what do we know so far about this suspect?
We know that he's 47 years old, Devin and Kimberly. We know that he is on parole and was also wearing a GPS tether at the time of the apparent murder and at the time he was picked up by police. Family members are telling us that he also very much wanted to keep his relationship with the mother in this case a secret.
My daughter called me.
What did she say?
She told me that my niece just was gone.
The uncle, a 45-year-old Yashonda Snipes, tells us he and his entire family are still trying to process what happened to Snipes and her daughter, DeCara, who is just 14 years old. Both found stabbed to death in their Belleville Point apartment. DeCara just starting her life when her life and her mother's life was taken from them.
She just liked to play basketball. She was innocent in all this.
Today, Van Buren police said they arrested a 47-year-old man for murdering mom and daughter. He was a parolee on a GPS tether. Investigators tracked him to Pontiac, where he was arrested. The family doesn't know a thing about him. Family members say the suspect made sure Yashonda didn't tell her family that they were together. The family says Yashonda did not know he was on parole. They do know that Yashonda broke up with him, and he allegedly got into their apartment armed with a knife. And the uncle says the ex-boyfriend acted as cruelly as possible and went for young DeCara first.
Evidently, he did what he did to my niece, and she had to see it, and he had to get rid of her as well. My family is hurting, and I feel like he should hurt in the most serious way. He needs to pay for what he done.
The family is in so much pain tonight. Look, we're not naming the suspect as of yet until he is officially charged. That could happen as early as tomorrow. So many, Devin and Kimberly, reaching out to us today just to describe mom and daughter as such sweet souls who in no way deserve this kind of treatment. Back to you.
They can't control their anger. So he wanted the relationship a secret. Why have to be a secret who they're dating? Not understanding. But one thing.
What I'm talking about. You're getting personal because you're traumatized by the anger of black men.
Yep. You heard it from your boy Godfrey. He said it best. That's one thing that they can bring is trauma. This black man has brought trauma and drama to a lot of people. The friends and family just took away their lives, the future gone. Got in with a knife. And you wonder why. I mean, seriously. People break up, fool. Move your goon shoe stupid butt around. Keep it moving. Can't handle it. I mean, what do you have to offer someone? Nothing. A matching bracelet? On parole. You don't break up with me. You want a power trip, don't even have any power. You never have, never will. He came in controlling, wanting to make sure to keep it a secret. Why is that? Control factor. Oh, I want to control this here. Why? Because he's probably looking for two hots and a cot, and he probably would make moves on the daughter. I hate to say it, that kind of stuff happens. But something went wrong, and she left him alone, and look what he does. You went about the son. Beware the angry black man. Please have your gun in hand. If you'd only had protection, honey, that 9 and a knife is no fight. Trust and believe. Ladies, this is not going to stop until we make it stop. You can't be dealing with a dangerous chocolate drop. A dangerous anybody, I don't care what nationality. But this here is a dangerous chocolate drop. And to think, he used a knife on the daughter, and then she saw that. She saw that. And you think, oh, they just need another chance. Well, they gave this one a chance. He should have never been let out into society. They gave him a chance, and look what he did. They gave him a chance. They should have gave him a chance, you know. Everybody deserves a second chance. Some people are not worthy of it. And this is one for sure. Him, 47 years old. He got a chance, and look what he did. Killed 2 people. You think he needs another chance? Let his mammy tell him, I'm sure he does. Or his baby mama. So these 2 people, they're gone at the hands of her man. And they didn't show Tyrone. Heck, I'm sure, it was him. No doubt about it. It's Cletus. So imagine the horror. The young 14-year-old, she has nothing to do with it. She's, they're both innocent. You can't control them for his action. But if the mother just hadn't even let him in her life, you have to leave this trash alone. It's best to be alone than to wish you were. So they're both gone. Lives taken. Funeral expense. The heartache for the family, friends, and to know you went out in such a horrific way. And he is still here living and breathing, and the taxpayers get to pay for the 3 hots and a cot. Unbelievable. So this will keep happening. And until a lot of people, a lot of mammies, a lot of black people want to holler about bashing black men, won't you holler about the crime that the black men commit? Won't you go holler at them at your own risk? You might catch those hands and then some. Or the black men crying out saying, hey, we got to stop killing the women and children in the community. You want to holler about, oh, we got our enemy. That man got his hand on my neck. But all you do is kill the women and children and the elderly. If you want to commit a crime, the black area is prime. I hate to say it. The men don't stand for anything. They really don't. I mean, first of all, a lot of the men are committing the crime. Okay. And if one is trying to say, hey, let's not do this here, they're not going to listen to him. They're going to consider him a simp. Anytime you try to do something intelligent, you know, in this group, a simp, things of that nature. They'll take on children of a woman with multiple children of another race. It's no problem. A black, oh, he's a simp, he's a simp. Try to keep your yard clean, keep out crime. Be a father to your kids, you a simp. You want to commit a crime, the black community is crime because nobody gives a darn. Looking at another property again with a friend. Guess what happened? This was a different location. Wasn't as I think the first location was better. So it was this one. They got manufactured home, mobile home, modular homes. Then they have some trailer home, and it's pretty much a trailer. And what they're doing, I guess they got it tied down, and so they have these communities where it's gated, but they add on these a Florida room. They add them on, so it's like, oh, okay, so it's not like a trailer you can like, I guess, like drive off in like that, but they add on like a Florida room, and it's kind of like some have a real roof and all that. Okay, so you know the end game. She wants to own one of those, and the money is in the lot fee. That's what it is. The money's in the lot fee. So, a guy, it was a white guy that came in. I'm gonna give him like maybe early 40s. I'm like, wow, why this got to happen while we're standing here? So a guy, I guess he tried to pull, well, they do a squatter's move and to move in. And he was actually on his bike. Okay. So he's on his bike. And so next thing you know, what goes down? Here comes somebody on the golf court, a lady, and another man on this vehicle. And it's on. And they're like, what are you doing here? He goes, oh, so-and-so. And just kind of give you an idea, some people they call snowbirds. They have more than one house, so they'll come to the south in the wintertime. He goes, oh, so-and-so, they said I could stay here. And he shows the phone and does some kind of, I guess he's trying to show, to show proof. And they're like, oh, no, you have to be approved, sir, to stay here. You have to be approved. And I know you're not approved. All our residents have cars, and you got that. He was on a bike. And he had like some kind of picture, and it's like, I'm like, ooh, wow. Okay, there's a problem here. Now, they have some that are high end, and this one right here was not considered high end, but everything was clean. Like I said, the objective is to get one for the lot fee. Okay. Guess what happened? They were on a golf course and told him to get out of there before they called the police. And they said, oh, no, you're going now. We're going to escort you out the gate. And I said, wow, trailer park, they're taking care of what they, got pride in. That's good, very good. And so the man said, I guess the one that called the people in the front office, he said, listen, sir, it's nothing personal. We're just trying to take care of our community, okay? We just want to make sure we take care of our community. So and she's like, oh, I'm sorry. You all have to see this. I'm like, oh, no, not a problem. And so what do? He's on that bike. The man in the car and the lady in the golf court, they followed him to the gate. Made sure to get him out of there. The lady didn't talk to him nice at all. She was like, oh, no, you got to be approved to move here. And I know you don't live here because you're that. All our residents have cars. Get rid of him. And I thought about it. I said, wow. Taking care of their community. And the black community, you can do anything. You can be beat, especially beating a black woman. Somebody might say, hey, stop it. You're lucky. Every now and then you might have one to intervene. But we know for sure that phone's going to come out and, oh, world stuff. Oh, look at that. Everybody understands family and community, except, I'm sorry to say, except most of the men in the black community, they don't. For every black man that does, I'm going to give you about 1,000 that don't, and don't even give a darn. So my point is, look how they're having that. I've even heard some, you know what they do? I was like, wow. They have some kind of patrol thing. Man, they're patrolling at nighttime, 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 and 5 in the morning. They're not getting paid. They're taking turns, and they're just walking. They drive around on a golf cart. And you can trust them if you like. The girls told me, yeah, they've got guns. So, you're not going to pull up. You're not going to pull up there and start robbing and snatching. They might find you on the ground for your man to come pick you up. So everybody has a sense of community except who? The Black community. It's exhausting. It's exasperating. Everybody has a sense of community except one group. So this young lady, this is horrible. I hope they both rest in peace, rest in power. But talking about giving him a chance. Well, what's the Black when they have it so hard? I got a news flash for you. Look at these two young ladies here. Guess what? A Black man has made their loved ones' life hard. Sometimes the dusties, the violent ones, they make life hard. Let's talk about that. Talk about bashing Black men. Let's talk about a bunch of Black men saying, hey, we got to gain control and do something here. We got to protect the women and child. But dusties don't get it. They used to be the brother their mama. And she protecting them, and they think that's how it should be. Anyway, another sad case. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out.